Sudhaji, after activating the virtual environment, now the next thing you have to do is you have to, create your Django project. So we'll use the same command for doing it. So the command is Django dash admin start project, and then we have to give a name to our project. So I am giving it this name e underscore shop. You can also do the same things for the Django admin start project e underscore shop. Now, sometimes what happens with the when you give this command directly, even if Django is installed on your device, may be possible your local machine, your command prompt may not recognize this Django admin. So in that case, what you can do, you can install Django again like this. Pip install Django, you have to fire in your command prompt, and Django will start getting installed on your device like this. And if you remember, Smitaji, I already have this Django on my device. And if we have a library on our device and we try to install it again, command prompt shows us a message saying requirement already satisfied. Now, why our command prompt is not showing us that message here? It's because we are inside a virtual environment. So this virtual environment is completely different from the environment in which we create Django projects, in which we have created other projects. Are you able to understand this, Smitaji? It's basically a box. It's basically a box in which there is nothing. It is completely empty. So we have to, install everything again in this box so that we can make everything working. Right now, this Django, which is there on my device, may be possible this virtual environment may not be able to locate it.
So I need to fire that command?
And you can fire this pip install Django first, and after that you can fire this command for creating a project with name eShop.
I've already created eShop.
You have already created eShop, no problem, Smitaji. After this, you can fire this command pip install Django. See if it has.
I have fired this command.
Okay, so is it getting installed? This Django is getting installed, right?
Yeah. Okay. Same message I'm getting, which you have.
Okay, Smitaji. Now we have to come inside this folder named eShop. So CD, then E underscore. Sorry. Here we can write CD E underscore shop. So right now I am inside this E underscore shop folder. Fine.
Okay.
Now the next step is we have to create an application inside our project folder. So the command for that is Django again admin, and then we can write start app in place of start project. Start app will come, and then we can write the app.
While creating application, we never use this admin, I think so.
Sorry, I didn't catch that, Smitaji.
While creating application, we use Python.
We can see it is totally your call, Smitaji. If you want to use Python, you can use that. If you want to use this command, you can use this also. So it will not, give you any error. Okay, it is one and the same thing. Django admin start app. You can use this also, manage Python manage.py and then start app and then applications name. If you want, you can use this also. But if you want, you can use Django admin command. So you can see here, my application has also got created successfully. Now I need to open this application files and folder and this project files and folders in my text editor. So the command for that is code and then dot. So within next couple of seconds, I will be able to see all the projects, all my project files and all my application files in VS Code. Smitaji, I hope this much is clear to you.
Yes, yes.
Smitaji, are you through with completing this much of code?
Yeah, app is created. Now I'm going to open code space then dot, right?
Ji, Smitaji, it is code and then there is a space and then dot.
Yes, I got this Visual Studio framework.
Now we have to create a new terminal here.
New terminal.
Now, Smitaji, in industries, what happens? They guys don't have that much of time. They can build the all the web pages from the scratch. What they do is what the professionals in the MNCs do. They download the templates, from the internet, and then they put their own code so as to modify its look and appearance. Same thing we are going to do here for this e-commerce website which we are trying to develop.
Okay.
So what you have to do now, you have to come on, Google, and there is a website called freecss.com. So on this website, you can find, number of templates you can use for your Django projects. So this is one of the templates that we'll be using for our e-commerce project that we are working on right now. I'm sending the link of this project to you. Sorry, a link of this, page to you in the chat box. Just click on it and it will, give the access to you to this page.
Yes. Then.
Okay, Smita ji, abhi you can, hit this download option for downloading the files and, everything of this template. Just hit this download option.
Oh.
Now, Smita ji, you will be able to see this zip folder over here on your browser, no? Right in the bottom, you will be able to see this zip folder. So
Yeah.
when you will click here on download, it will start getting downloaded. And once it is there, you can click show in folder and then you have to unzip it. How to unzip it? You can right click the folder and it will open for you a cascading menu in which you will get to see this option called extract here. So you can extract all the files present in the zip folder. One second, Smitaji, I'm trying to find that folder which just got created after the extraction. And yeah, this is the one. Smitaji, e-shopper, just try to find out this folder named e-shopper.
Yeah, yeah. Even I got this.
So Smitaji, inside it, you can find, all the CSS files inside this CSS folder, all the fonts files inside this font folder, and everything that have been used for creating the template which you have downloaded. And these are all the HTML files: block single, cart, checkout, contact us, index, login. So we will be using the codes present in this HTML files, and we'll be using this CSS fonts, images, and JS codes for creating our e-commerce website. Now, after extraction, you have to come on your VS Code and you have to see whether your app is working fine or not. So how you will see that? But before that, we need to define our application name inside this settings folder. I hope you remember it, Smita ji,
Yeah.
because
Inside
we
application.
right, we need to link
Right. And
our application with our project. So for that, it's very simple.
there. Above. Here.
You can come down
No.
and you can define the name of the application. So it is app for both of us. You can put
Right.
app and then you can put a comma. In case it doesn't take this, Smitaji, sometimes it happens that it, it shows error. If you directly put the application's name like this here in the settings file, it shows some error, or maybe possible it may not be able to read it. So in that case, what you can do after putting the name of the application, you can put a dot and then you can put apps and then dot, and then you have to check what it is showing in the, where is that file? Yeah, what it is showing in the apps.py file. So here it is showing a class with name app config. So what you have to do, you have to copy the name of the class and you can put it here like this. Sometimes it happens, Smitaji, that if you are creating a Django project, it may be possible that inside a single project, you may have to create more than 5 or 6 applications. The
Okay.
way right now, we have only one app inside our project named eShop. But in case if there are more than 3 or 4, or if there are 5 or 6 apps, how you will define them here in this installed apps? So you have to put the name of the app first, then you can write apps, and then you can use the class name which is there inside this apps.py. So this is how you can properly
It's a
integrate, or you can,
class name.
sorry, I didn't catch that, Sundarji.
It's a class name, right?
It is a class name, Sundarji. Absolutely.
Okay.
I hope this much is clear to you, Smitaji.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Let's now move to the next part. So next part is we have to test whether our application is working fine or not. So I need to save this application first. And as you know very well, Smitaji, we have created a virtual environment for this project. So till the time you will activate the virtual environment, you won't be able to run the application. So how to activate that virtual environment? And where you will find the name of that virtual environment, that also I would like to just show it to you.
But we already created a virtual environment.
Already created it, but it's if we have to run the project here through
We
using
need to
this,
migrate it.
using the terminal of VS Code, then how you will do it? So venv slash scripts slash activate.
So here also we need to activate.
G Smitaji, cd. Let me just check something here, Smitaji. Just give me one second. Yeah. So you have to come out of your eShop, folder
Application
first, and after that
project.
you can activate it like this.
So
Because
inside folder.
Smitaji, what
Inside
happened?
folder.
See, in the beginning, we created a virtual environment and it is active right now, but it is active on command prompt. If you do not want to use this command prompt, suppose, right, you don't want to use this command prompt, now you want to use only this text editor on which our code is present. So this is the way you can do it. So you have to first come out of the folder, project folder, activate the virtual environment, and then you can come inside the folder again, which is eShop. And now you can fire the command manage.py, which we use for running the server. So it is manage.py run server. I think there is an error because the slash should not be there. Okay, the spelling of server is not correct. Run server. Sorry. So Smitaji, my server is running right now, and if I have to just see whether the project is up or not, I need to come on my browser, and here I can put the URL. So Smitaji, as you can see, my project is working perfectly fine. So whatever I have defined till now, it's correct, and we can now proceed to the next part. You can also check whether your application is working fine or not.
Yeah.
Now, Smitaji,
Done.
next step is
Done.
we have to now tell our uh, we have to create two folders. One with name static, in which we will put all the static files like JS, and these are static files. CSS, fonts, images, JS, these all are static folders. So we'll create a folder with name static in which we'll put all these folders. And then we will create a folder with name templates in which we will put the HTML files. So let's do it. We have to come here. This is our project, and here we can right click, and then you can use this new folder option. Just write static, again right click, eShop, and then new folder, templates. So these are the two folders you have to create. Now inside static, you can put all these four folders. How you will do it? Just select all these folders like this, bring them on your VS Code. I'm not able to see my VS Code. Okay. And then just drop them here on static. So see, the folders and the files inside it are getting copied. So Smitaji, now inside my static folder, I have all these four folders: CSS, fonts, images, JS.
So automatically it comes.
It will come automatically. You just have to drag and drop the folders on static. And VS Code will, copy everything automatically itself.
So I need to create here two folders, static one and another one is
Now what you have to do, you have to, link, you have to define the path of this templates folder you have defined. The template folder which you have defined here and the static folder you have defined here. You have to define the path for these two inside the settings.py. So that
so we
locate.
don't need to copy paste inside template folder.
No, you don't need to copy paste inside templates folders. We will be
Only
designing.
static.
G. Now you have to
Okay.
come down here in settings.py file, and how to link the templates folder with the project. So you can come down, and here you will find something called templates like this. Now inside templates, you will see something called DIRs, which stands for directories. Now you can define here the name of the folders in which you are going to put all the HTML code. So templates is the name for both of us. You can simply write here templates inside single inverted commas. So this is
In last project also we have done same thing, right?
in the last project also we did the same thing, but in the last project we used base dir also along with template.
Right.
If you remember, we used base dir also.
Base dir.
If you don't want to use it, you can simply put the name of the folder like this.
Okay.
After this, Smitaji, we need to link our static files also, static folder also. So for that, you can again come down, and here somewhere in the bottom, you will see this static URL thing written. So just below it, you can write static, then underscore root, static underscore root, then equals to. Okay, and then again, you can, write the same thing which is written here for URL. So URL and root are going to be same. Besides this, you also have to mention static files underscore dirs. So these two things you have to define for static files, static root. sorry, static folder, static root and static files underscore dirs. For this dirs, you will use this code os.path.join, and then inside these rectangular brackets, you have to mention this base dir and the name of the folder in which you have put your static files. So for both of us, it is static. Let me share these two lines of code with you, Smitaji. So Smitaji, both the lines are there in the chat box of the meeting. You can take them from there. Abhi, Smitaji, the next thing that we have to do is we have to create a master HTML folder. In website designing, what happens, if you have visited any website, you must have noticed that on all the pages, the header part and the footer part is almost the same. The only thing which changes is the body part. Are you getting my point, Smitaji?
Yes.
The header and the footer on all the pages is almost same. The only thing which changes is the body part. So what we will do, we'll first create a master file in which we will define the code for our header part and footer part. And then, we will create other templates, other HTML pages to which we will first link that master folder, master HTML file, and then we will put some content for the body in those HTML templates. What you have to do now is that you have to create an HTML file inside this templates named folder you have created. How you will do it? So you have to select this templates, and here you will find this new file option with which you can create a master file, master.html. So this is the name you can give it. So we have successfully created a master HTML file.
Where I need to create in
Inside,
HTML folder.
inside templates folder. Ji,
Master.
Then Smitaji, you have to put a exclamation sign, and the moment you will execute the tab button, automatically this whole HTML code will come. I think I've already told you in the last